I actually had been working on Fire Logic for maybe 6 years before it was published, way before September 11th. And the fact that we had this correlation between world events and my books was sheer accident. But it was, it actually ended up working against me a little bit because there was a British publisher that was interested in republishing my series in Great Britain. I think it was after the second one was published. And they read it and they said, "No, I don't think so. It's just not believable." and I was going, "It's a fantasy novel. It's not supposed to be believable." But what they meant was that they were still in this, us versus them mindset so much that they didn't think that people would accept the possibility that there could be peace without a victory, if that makes sense. That there actually are ways to end a conflict without one person being beaten into a pulp. But the thing is that I'm not convinced that it's possible in the real world, and it's not because I don't think that. I do think that humans are perfectly capable of making those kinds of compromises for the good of the whole, giving up on revenge or giving up on being right, because it's good for everybody that you do that. I mean, I do think that people are capable of that, but I don't think we have a culture that supports it. Anywhere. I don't know of any country that has that kind of culture. Maybe Costa Rica. I've been there. They have their own problems, but they don't have an army. So I think that this is one area where it is an advantage to be writing fantasy, because I'm trying to make it realistic that they actually do achieve this peace, and I'm trying to not make it be cheap or easily won. But I am able to make it believable within the context of the book. Even though I don't think that it would be nearly as possible in the context of our reality. So I can comment upon our reality. I can talk to our reality by having the reality in the fantasy story be a little bit different. And I think it does, in some ways, it operates as a criticism of how quick we are to slip into this way of seeing the world in which there's us and them, or enemies and friends, and how hard it is for us to base our relationships with each other on what we have in common rather than on what we have in difference. Which these are facts, and I think that they should be questioned, because I don't know that they're necessary, even though they are in fact facts. Yeah. So I know I sound like an idealist. I am one, sort of.